Hi, this is Nikki, and this video is about content controls. In the video, I will explain what content controls are and their purpose. I will go through the security level requirements and access in the Extended Reach software system, and I'll teach you how to add content controls to your Microsoft Word documents, how to restrict editing if you wish, and then how to use those in your workflow. While field codes provide a method for pulling information like birth dates and client names from the Extended Reach database, content controls provide a method of pulling information directly from one Microsoft Word document into another, such as a prior service plan. Content controls can be used in conjunction with those field codes to achieve these powerful time-saving results when you're creating your documentation. Content controls can be used in both case reports and home reports. So let's go into my demo workspace and I'll show you how this all works. First, you need to be an agency administrator to access the administration menu on the left side of your workspace. To add content controls, you will add them to an existing report type, case report type, or home report type. So to find home report types, you would hover over Organization Settings and go to Home Report Types. And then for case reports, case report types, you'll go to Program Settings and Program Report Types. So let's click on Program Report Types, and we will find a report to put some content controls into. So here are some reports. Let's choose Service Plan. So now that we're in the service plan, if we click on this, that's only it's a read-only access. So let's click on Edit first, and then you can scroll to the bottom, and here is your report. So there are two important pieces of information, things to know when working with these Microsoft Word documents. In order to add a content control, your document needs to be Microsoft Word 2007 or later, and it also needs to be a file format of DOCX. This is only a .doc, so let's walk through how we change it. First, double-click on it, and now it's open. We'll go to File, Save As. We can just save it to our desktop. We'll switch this DOC to DOCX and save. And that's it. So now it's a DOCX. We want to delete this. So let's go ahead and bring our new document, DOCX, in. And then this one we can edit. Or, I'm sorry, delete. Okay. Hopefully it's going to let me delete it. There we go. Okay. So now let's save that. Okay. If we go back into that document, you can see that we have lots of field codes in the different spaces. If we scroll to the bottom, this is a service plan, and when working with service plans, oftentimes there is a large amount of background information, relationships, lots of detail that needs to be added. But maybe this is only completed quarterly, and so rather than starting at the beginning and typing everything we know about the background information about this case, we could simply fill it in once, and then it would basically pre-fill the next time you open this same document under the same client. So let's add a content control to background information by clicking on Developer. This tab should open. If it doesn't, you can look in the written form of this video for more details on how to install Developer. But once you're in Developer, click on Design Mode, and you'll have access to all of these tabs. These are different pieces of information you could add: date picker, drop-down menu, combo box, and I have details about those in the written format of this video as well. So from here, we have our cursor where we want our content control to be placed. We are in design mode, and now we want to click on one of these, either plain text or rich text. So click on the letters, and now you can see we have this space ready to roll. This is where we will enter text. From here, click on Properties, and this allows you then to title that text. The reason this is important is because Extended Reach uses the title of a content control to determine what information to copy. So if you have different report types that you need to share information across, for example, this admission or this service plan, maybe you want some of this information shared in your admission assessment or vice versa, you must use the same title for the content control in both report types so that information can be shared. So we'll fill in the title. Let's call this background information. Okay, and leave tag empty. From here, you can lock it if you want by checking content control cannot be deleted. So that's up to you if you'd like to save it or not, or keep it from being deleted. And then press OK, and now you can see it's titled. Let's do this one down here too for really quick so I can show you how that works again. And we're going to name it. Okay. Now we will press save. So we've saved all of this. From here, if you desire to restrict editing even further, you can click on Restrict Editing, and this right column will open. You'll need to move out of Design Mode by clicking Design Mode. And so from here, you can edit restrictions if you wish. If you check Allow this type of editing, then you could say you only want the user to fill in forms, and then you'll need to click on Yes, Start Enforcing Protection. Now this box will open. Be sure that you do not fill in any password information because that will lock Extended Reach from being able to transfer information for you. So leave those blank, press OK, and then you're all set. Okay, so again, press save, close this out, and at the top of your service plan, press save, and everything's been updated. Now let's see how those content controls are going to work. So if you go back to your home screen, your workspace, and select a case, let's select Brittany and go to Service Plan. First, we need to select a date. So let's say we do these quarterly. Let's select 9/1/2015, and that's going to be our start date. Let's say our end date is, let's do last year. Let's do November 30th, 30, and then we want to generate the file. So we've generated a file. We can double click on the service plan. And now you can see all of those field codes have been filled in with the information that applies to this client. If we scroll down into background information, we place this information. This is our content control. So now it's asking for us to enter the text that we wish to be here. So background information. Let's say Brittany of bipolar disorder and a diagnosis of ASD. Okay, and then adjustment to foster care. How's client doing? Let's say transitioning well with support. Okay, and then just press save. Close that out. It's saving. And now we'll complete it. This is your workflow where you would potentially submit to a supervisor and they would approve it or deny it. So now let's say it's been concluded, and now we have another. So this is a service plan we just completed. Here's the next service plan. Let's say 3 months have gone by, so let's click on the next service plan that's due. We want to generate the file again. Whoops, we forgot to fill in our dates. So we needed to press edit. Our start date, let's say it's 12/1/2015 through 2-1/2016. Okay, and now we can generate the file. Okay, here it is. So let's double click on that service plan. And now again, this has all been filled in. And look, here's all of our information that we placed in last quarter. It's all there. So now from here, we have the option to delete all of that and start over, or we could leave it all there and fill in, continue moving forward from there. So that's how these content controls work. I hope I've explained what they are and how they're used, how to access them in the system, how to add them to a Microsoft Word document and restrict editing if you wish, and finally how to use them in your workflow. I hope this has been helpful to you. Please do check out some of our other videos in our user manual, and in the meantime, hope you have a fantastic day.